una canción más, algo más, una canción más para el público, para despedirnos. Y ¿con qué nos vamos a despedir? We want to say bye to.
Evan, I have a question for you. Is there much Belize is surrounded with? It's part of Central, right? Is there much Spanish spoken in Belize?
Yes, a lot of Spanish spoken.
So is it a requirement in school? Is it?
What one time?
No, one time. I mean now.
Oh no! When they say I say at one time because there was one time it was a requirement in school, and
when the British were there.
Right, and they wanted to do that, and I went home and I told my grandfather about it, and he says, no, why not African? Why are they going to teach you? Why are they going to teach you Spanish?
No, but Africa has nothing to do with this part of the world.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I says that's why he was really offended by it.
No.
Yeah, so he went to the school. He was a guy. Bishop Malcolm Bennett, he passed away. You know, he used to teach us from Jamaica, and he went down there. He raced down the street down there.
So if someone from Guatemala or Honduras says we're coming to invade you and take your property, you won't know what they're saying.
Well, yeah, so
you see what I mean?
Yeah. But we speak Spanish down there, you know.
And the borders, no? The borders they speak Spanish. They have a huge community of Spanish.
Yeah. Well,
even and I think they want to pass a law a long time ago, no, that to use Spanish is like a second language in Belize, no?
Yeah, they do.
So let's put it this way: does Belize have good relationship with using the word Latin, meaning Spanish-speaking neighbors? Is there a certain kind of a cultural exchange, educational exchanges, social exchanges?
Yes.
Friendship exchanges.
Yes, they do. They open the borders now. Since we got independence to Mexico all the way. Because in Mexico, one of the problems that they had was Mexico didn't have the sea front, and their product had to come all the way from Honduras. And that's why. So now we opened that border, all the way of Mexico, Guatemala. So we settled that.
Yeah.
But there's some people still. I don't have no problem when I go to Guatemala and Mexico, tell you the truth. I mean, I go there and I have no problem with the people. They have no problem with me. So it just depends, I would say, because I could tell you I don't have a problem.
Well, ¿con qué nos vamos a despedir?
Okay, one more.
One more song. We want to say.
Okay.
Pick your favorite.
I'm going to do the Mayan song, I tell you before this.
and
I'll tell you how I come about this song. I was going from Belize, from San Francisco. I tried to make it very quick. And on the board of the plane, I met some student. And somehow I was traveling with another lady. We were going down there. I was doing some work for her to build some tree houses. And we were saying, I wonder where all these, where they're going. So I tell her, yeah, ask them. So finally, she asked them, and there were some Seventh-day Adventists. Well, it happened that my grandparents were Seventh-day Adventists, and she was a Seventh-day Adventist. So we run a joke, we all Seventh-day Adventists, here we are.
Yeah.
So we keep press on, and I said, ask them where do we know it. But by this time, we all introduced to each other, and we just started to talk freely. Well, one of the things there, I get to find out there were missionaries, and they were going to Belize. They were going to Belize to build churches and things like that. So as I'm sitting there talking to the girl, I asked her, I says, well, what are you going to do there apart from building a house? She says, well, you know, we started talking about the Lord, and she says, well, I'm going to go there to save the people there. And I get to find out as I go along, to make a long story short, they were heading into the Maya areas. And I says, oh my Lord, save, after all these years, they're going to still want to save these people? How much sins can they have all they went through? They're going to keep saving them. But remember earlier I talked about the Mayans, they say the Mayans were extinct. But here these people who are missionary, nowhere to find the Mayans, and there's people otherwise are saying they're extinct. So that was really funny, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So anyhow,
But meanwhile, while that was going on in Belize, support for this program comes from Eugene Free Community Network. They provide internet access, electronic mail, and information about the Eugene Springfield community. The phone number is 484-9637 or via modem at 762-4321.
Bueno, y también lo tenemos en español, que el acceso para el EFN es proveído, bueno, que el FN apoya este programa, gracias por su apoyo a Eugene Free Community Network, y además provee servicios de internet Y recuerden que el número de teléfono es el 484-9637. Repito, 484-9637 o vía modem, nada menos que al 762-4321. 762-4321.
Evan, you also play in the schools, right?
I used to do more. I don't do that much, so much like it.
So, but I mean, you do community work. And
I
stuff,
did
right?
that in the past
That
in my
kind of
band
thing.
when I had my band, the Earth Forces. Yeah.
Now you're just solo.
I just solo, it's easier.
Big man.
And I
solo.
can play the real thing. I can play the music the way it's supposed to be played.
That's right. And also, Sunday, June 6th at 5 p.m. There's at 26th and Willamette. There'll be some poetry reading, and you will be playing there.
I will be playing, yeah, in the
Is that a
middle.
local poet?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And listeners who like what they're hearing from Evan, just make a contribution to KLCC, because
Yeah.
without KLCC, you wouldn't even know Evan is here.
Yeah.
And being public radio, KLCC provides that service, and you can say gracias by sending a contribution. You don't have to wait for Radiothon either. Anytime is good.